Hi guys, today I thought I would share with you the books I read in the month of March, although there are a couple of books which I forgot to do a wrap up of, which I read stroke January, February time, and I wanted to share them with you. I think I did read 3 books in the month of March, and then I've got one from end of February and one from January. The one from January that I read that I don't actually think I did a wrap up on was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series, and oh my god, this was so amazing. Compared to the first one, this is where basically I thought Sarah J Maas stepped up her game. It follows a girl called Selena, who is basically Anne the King's assassin, and this book just kept me so intrigued, so engaged. I needed to know exactly what was happening page by page, and that ending, I can't wait to get to Heir of Fire. But I've said it before in my videos, problem with reading Sarah J Maas's books is because they are so intense, it leaves me in such a huge reading slump. But I would highly recommend, and I cannot wait to continue with this series, and I cannot wait to the beginning of May until A Course of Wings and Ruin is out, probably like everyone else who loves her books. So that is what I will be reading in May. Next, I read Behind Her Eyes. I gave this, I think, 4 or 5 stars, can't remember, on Goodreads. This is basically a book about a young woman who one night goes to a bar and ends up sleeping with some random man. And then the next day she goes to a new job and he's her boss. It's then told in chapters or different characters. So you have the female, who I completely forget the name, Louise, who is the one who slept with Random Man. You have Random Man David, and you also have Random Man's wife Adele. And things turn out basically to not be as sweet as you may think. And it's a thriller. If you liked Girl on the Train, I would highly recommend this because it goes, along the same lines with the different chapters. I would say definitely this book has film written all over it. I think, in all honesty, this will be turned into a movie at some point. The ending, what a twist. Did not see it coming. For me, the twist was very unbelievable. I just couldn't really get my head around it. It turns basically from like a thriller into something completely different in the last couple of chapters. And if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, go into it knowing there is a huge twist. But don't go onto BookTube or the internet to find out what the twist is, because it's better you going in blind with this book. But I would highly recommend this book. Final book I read in the month of March was a book that I would honestly say absolutely changed me, to the point where it is up there with Reading Stay Alive by Matt Haig, which just everyone knows I adore, changed my life, blah blah. And that is Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, however you say it. As you can see, I have basically tabbed so many pages in this book. I have highlighted so many pages. This is a book about healing, and it's basically about the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing. The hurting section of this book, I've got to admit, I didn't enjoy. The loving section wasn't for me at this point right now. But the breaking and the healing is basically where I have tabbed so many sections, so many pages, because they just spoke to me so much. Like things like, if you are not enough for yourself, you will never be enough for someone else. And learn to be, you are your own soulmate. And learn to be alone, learn to love your own solitude, which is, just speaks to me on so many levels, this book. I absolutely adored it. It's a book about poetry, and I've never really been into poetry, but this book, 5 out of 5 stars for me, and it is a book I will constantly go back to. Like I said, up there with Reading Stay Alive. For me, absolutely fantastic. So that was my wrap up for the last couple of months, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As usual, I shall love you and leave you, and I shall see you all soon.